Hello, how are you? Today we're going to continue. We're going to do the second part of the exercise that we started in the last class, which has to do with this staff table. Now, according to what we've done, this is what you should have in Access. 3 tables, the branch table, the position table, and the staff table. And the relationships that are needed are, well, the position ID is related to the position ID in the staff table, right? It's a one-to-many relationship. And of course, very important, to enforce referential integrity in the relationship. All right. And similar with the branch table, the branch number is related to the branch number in the staff table. There you go. And again, the relationship, you need to enforce referential integrity, which makes it, well, I'm going to explain what that means now. Okay, so what we want to do now is edit our tables so that we add lookup fields to the staff table. What does that mean, really? What we're going to do is, instead of typing the position here, we're going to choose the position from the list in the staff table. Okay, we're going to work without data right now. We're going to build the structure and then we're going to add some data, and you'll see what I mean. Okay, so looking at the staff table, I'm going to go to the edit design window. Okay, in the position ID field, I'm going to select it right there, and in the properties right here, I'm going to go to Lookup. Okay, this, which is the second tab. There's the general tab for general properties, and then there's the Lookup. Okay, it says display control text box. I want to change this, and I want to make it a combo box. That gives me a lot of other options. Don't worry too much about it. Right now, all you need to do is pick combo box. The row source is going to be a table, and the row source type is going to be a table, and the row source, I'm going to select, well, the position ID is going to come from the position table, so I'm going to select the position table. Okay, it says bound column is going to be 1. That is the column that has the relationship. So in the position table, if you remember, I'm going to try, there we go. In the position table, the first column or the first field is the one that holds the relationship, right? So that is the one that is bound in the lookup box. I'm going to close it. So bound column is number 1, and the column count, I want to display 2 columns. So I'm going to change that number to 2, because if you remember, in the relationship, the position ID is a number, and the position name is actually what I want to see. So I'm going to display both columns, even though I am using the first column for the relationship. All right. So bound column number 1 and column count number 2. Column heads, no, but column widths, this is something that you can add, which is how wide do you want the columns to be. We're not going to enter anything right now. We're going to see what it looks like, and then maybe we'll make some adjustments here. All right, so I'm done. I can save my table, save it. And now I'm going to move to branch number. Branch number, again, in the lookup tab, I'm going to change the to a combo box, the display control to combo box, row source type, tabular query. Row source, I'm going to select the branch table. That's where I want to select my data from. All right. Bound column. I can go and let's see it. The bound column is going to be number 1, and actually that's all I want to display. I don't need the address or the telephone number. I just want the branch number. So it's going to be a little bit easier. All right. So bound column 1, column count 1. I just want to display the first column in that table. Column heads, no, that's it. That's all I want to edit. Okay. Let's close it. Let's save it. Save. And let's close. Close this too. Okay. Now, when I go to the staff table and I try to enter a position, I can only choose from a list, and in the branch as well. But right now it's empty because I don't have positions and I don't have branches, right? And the other thing that's interesting, and this is why referential integrity is important when you do your relationships, is that I cannot type. For example, if I want to type secretary, it says the value you entered does not match the number data type in this column. Enter a new value. So the idea of making a relationship and making it a combo box is that I don't have to worry. Sorry. Okay. Okay, I got it. I'm going to erase that. Let's see. Let's enter a new staff. This is going to be 00001. Okay. Staff name is going to be me. I'm going to say that my salary is 3,000. Why not? Position ID. Again, I should be able to select it from a table, but I'm just going to do this. Branch number. I'm just going to do this. And here's the thing. You cannot add or change records because the related record is required in the table position table. That is what referential integrity means. It means that I cannot enter values here that don't exist in the related tables. And this is important because this is what allows us to avoid mistakes and avoid duplicate data and avoid all of those things, right? And that's what makes a database or a relational database valuable, because it checks for you and it allows you to, not make mistakes. So in order to use my staff table, first I'm going to have to go back and add some positions. So I have 3 positions. I have manager, I have supervisor, and the third position I had in my exercise, I can't remember right now. Let me bring it up. Here we go. So I had manager, supervisor, and assistant in my table. So let me, assistant. Okay. I can save that, close it. Now in my staff table, I'm going to be able to pick manager, and I'm going to make this a little bit wider just to be able to see it. Manager, supervisor, and assistant, right? I don't have to type it anymore. I can just select it. And so there are no mistakes anymore. If I make a typo in manager, I can't, because if it's not on the list, I cannot add it as a position. All right. We're going to do the same for the branch numbers. So in the branch number, I have, let me see, branch numbers. Branch 001, and it has an address over here and a phone number. I'm going to add that branch. So B001. Branch address is 8 Jefferson Way, Portland, Oregon. So I'm going to do that. 8 Jefferson Way, Portland, Oregon. Oops, let me see. 97201. Okay, so I'm going to add that. Oops. Oregon 97201. That's the address. And the branch telephone number, I'm going to add it 503-555-3618. So 503-555 3618. 3618. Okay. What I'm going to do also is I'm going to add the hyphens so that it's properly formatted. Okay, there we go. Let's add another branch, B002, City Central Plaza, Seattle. So B002, what is it? City Central Plaza. City Central Plaza, Seattle. Washington 98122. Washington 98122. Okay, 98122. And the phone number is 206-555-6756. 206-555 6716. Is that it? 6756. Sorry. 56. Again, I'm going to add the hyphens just to make sure. There we go. And I'm going to add a third branch, B003. Which is in 14th Avenue. 14th Avenue. Okay. B003. 14 and 8th Avenue. Oops. Sorry. Avenue. New York, 112. New York, 112. And the phone number is 212-371-3000. 212-371-3000. Is that right? 371-3000. All right. There's a fourth branch, so B004. And the fourth branch has 14th Avenue, Seattle, Washington. 14th Avenue, Seattle, Washington. Where is it? 98128. 98128. There we go. The phone number is 206-555-3131. 206-555. Oops. 3131. Okay, I have my 4 branches. So I'm going to close that table. And now in my staff table, I'm going to start putting in my staff. So let's add a fictitious one. This is going to be staff 0001. My name, Victor Castro. How much I make, I'm going to put 30,000. The position now, I get to pick it, oops, from a list. I'm going to be a manager. And the branch number, I'm going to work at, and here, maybe I do want to see the address, right? Maybe I do want to see the address. So I might change that in my table. So anyway, that's it, position and branch. And I was able to add them because they exist in the branch and position table, right? And I pick it from the list instead of typing it. All right. I do want to see the branch number. So I'm going to go back and edit, branch, lookup, and instead of one column, I'm going to say 2 columns. Show me 2 columns. I want to see where it is, where that branch is. All right, so save that, close it. Let's see the staff table, and now when I can see 2 columns. There we go. Okay, and now I can actually select not to see the first column and only to see the second column. Probably that's important in the position. So let me edit. In the position table, lookup, it says column count 2. But column widths, I'm going to say that the first column, I want it to be 0. And the second column, I want it to be maybe 2 inches. Let's see. 2 centimeters? No. Probably a little bit more. So let me edit to 5. 5. There we go. So the first one is going to be 0 centimeters, so it's not going to show. And the second one is going to be 5 centimeters, so it's going to show. All right, let's see. Save. Let's view. And now I can see only the manager, supervisor, assistant values, but really what I am, when I say manager, what I am linking is the number, right? The ID 1, but I only see the word manager. Same with the branch. I could make it so I don't see the branch number, but actually that one I do want to see. Maybe I just want to move it a little bit so that I can see the address better, and this is not so wide, so I'm gonna edit for that. So in my branch number combo box, the column width, I'm going to say that the first column is going to be maybe 2 centimeters, and I'm just going to say that. I'm not going to say anything else. So let's see it. So 2 centimeters, you see, and then I have more space to see the address, even though what I'm going to see in the field is the branch number. Okay, so that's it. My structure is complete, my relationships are complete, and now there's no chance of making mistakes when I type information because I'm choosing from a list instead of actually typing the values in the fields, right? The other thing that's interesting with this is that when I go, okay, let me close this, close. When I go, for example, to my branch table and I extend my branch number 1, because it's related, I see who works at branch number 1. That's really interesting. Same with position. If I want to see who are my managers, I can just extend managers and I see everybody that is a manager, right? So that's really interesting, and that's because of those relationships that we built. All right, and that's it. Now it's your turn. What you need to do is create the lookup fields and enter all of this data, these 6 records, enter them into the database. So you would do records for Tom Daniels, Sally Adams, Mary Martinez, etc. and have that in your database and upload your database. All right. Thank you very much, and I hope it helps.